Welcome to Inside Outboards with your host, Cody Bass. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Big hello to all the new subscribers, and thank you for subscribing. I have had some comments on my videos, very constructive comments about the lighting, and those subscribers that commented on it would be absolutely correct. The lighting on my camera, an FS2, Canon FS200, it's not good in low light. So hopefully you might be able to tell a little bit of difference. I've added quite a bit of lighting in here over the last day or so, including a big overhead 48-inch fluorescent. I've got some directional lighting and some more overhead lighting. So hopefully we're not in the dark here, you know. Let's don't be in the dark. Yes. So, what I got going here is this. Which is going to get stuck into that. So it's a little 15 Yamaha. It's got some other damage to it. The transom clamp is completely gone. You can see that transom clamp, it's completely gone, busted, and so I think I got a fix for that. So we've got to get going on it. So I got the lower unit off. Just looking at the impeller and everything, I wanted to make sure all that was good in there because it only takes a minute or two to pop the lower unit off one of these here Yammies. So, I got some ideas on the transom clamp, but I would imagine before I get to that, I'm going to have to do a carburetor cleaning, some unsticky stuff and unstucky stuff. There's probably creepy crawlies in there I ain't even opening. But they're probably in there. Always trying to get me. So let me get this lower unit stabbed and I'll get her on the rack and we'll get that bonnet off and see what we find under there. I'll be right back. I'm going to admit it. I've been naughty. I've been naughty. With my camera. I couldn't help it. Don't judge. I couldn't help it. I saw them legs and I had the camera. I'm only human. Legs like that. And a camera. What do you think I'm going to do? I filmed it. I ain't ashamed. You want to see it? You'll understand what I'm talking about. You'll understand? Here they are. Sea legs. All-terrain boat. Yeah, that kind of sums it up right there. Zu WORKIN. My guess is that's where we're having the problems. Look at that. That's hydraulic. That comes down, and then if you look on the back, there's two more. I was attempting to hook this up to my laptop and do a printout on it, but I need some other kind of connector, apparently. There's the back wheels. They hydraulically come down. Up under that seat is an 18 horsepower Honda that powers all these. It's a power pack, hydraulic power pack. Mike's going to take me out eventually for a ride in it. That thing is, man, it's all aluminum. Way cool. And that's something. But I got to find an adapter for his E-Tech because mine won't hook up to it. Nice trailer too. Look at that trailer. Oh. Look at that trailer. Boat art. Bless you.
Thank you.
Mike, what a trailer.
Yeah, well, that belongs to Mike Anderson.
Oh.
I borrowed that. Yeah, that didn't.
Damn, is it
Ain't
nice?
that something?
That is amazing.
Yeah.
That trailer, man. Okay. Now, some of you folks might have recognized an individual in that little clip of video. That is my friend Mike, the Mountain Man Hortsman. You can catch him regularly on the reality TV show on the History Channel, The Mountain Men. And he is on there often doing bear hunts and fox calling and deer hunting and all that on the show, the History Channel, The Mountain Man. He's been a good friend and customer of mine for many years. And so check out that show, Mountain Men, on the History Channel, and you'll see Mike. He's the owner of that fine Sea Legs boat, and hope you enjoyed that. What a craft. Drive right up to the beach, hit the start on the 13 horsepower Honda, bring the sea legs down, and it just drives right up on a rocky beach. Quite the craft. Got that beautiful E-Tech on it. Nice setup. So there you go. Let's get back to this little Yamaha 50. So she pumps the water, she starts to easy, but what are we going to be doing about that transom clamp right down yonder? Right here. Oh, this one, that one I can probably get that one to twist it. Well, my plans are is to cut it off right there, drill a hole right here, and put a smaller transom clamp in there. And I think that would be good enough. This is only a 15 horse. And yeah, I think that's what I'm going to attempt to do with it. Do a little drilling, tapping, trimming, that kind of thing. I'll be right back. Okay, so now I need to go find me a smaller transom clamp, figure out the pitch thread and all that, the thread pitch, and then get a hole drilled. I'll be right back. Okay, this is what you want to use to figure out your pitch and everything on these transom clamps. This is a thing, it's Chicago Specialty Manufacturing Company, Skokie, Illinois. I've had this thing for years and I don't know where I got it, but it's handy. This way I can figure out, it tells me what tap and thread pitch to use. Then I just find me a drill bit that fits, that will not fit in this hole right here. I want a drill bit that's just a little bit too small to fit in that hole, so it leaves some meat. In other words, I want to use a drill bit one size smaller than that. So that's what I use to figure the thread pitch and all. Be back.
Hey, I ain't gonna row no boat. I ain't no paddling Joe.
Now go get yourself a an outboard. Boy, you don't want to roll. Go get yourself an outboard motor and see how fast you can go. Myself an outboard motor, I ain't gonna roll no boat. Got myself an outboard motor, I ain't a paddling joke. Got myself an outboard motor, watch how fast I go. Cause I ain't a paddling joke, I ain't no paddling joke. Alright, so I got my little clamp, and there's my setup with my tap. I got my hole drilled there, you can see. Oh, hang on just a minute. Alright. So try and line up fairly straight. Yeah, there's more aluminum still coming out of there. Come on in. What can I do for you?
Hey, I just wanted to see what your availability was to take a look at something.
What's it doing or not doing?
So what happened was we were driving out to Anton Larson, and it had ran like a champ all summer, no issues,
Right.
keeping up on the plugs, everything, and it just like started spitting and sputtering when we were running wide open, came to a stop, quit running, and it wasn't getting spark.
Okay.
And then it's like it's temperamental, because I checked, because I had my girlfriend with me,
Right.
and I sprayed, replaced plugs, and had her crank it over, and it was not getting spark, because it was cranked for a little bit, and then it just quit running.
All right, now we got the that part all tapped in there. If you look right there, you can see it nice and free, nice and tight. Now I got to put the little smash tab on there, and I'll probably lay it down on its back to do that. And of course I got to get this one unstuck yet. And you can see how it's going to look. There's going to be a little offset there. This one's a little higher than that one. This will be a functional repair in my opinion. You got two clamps. One's a little shorter than the other. Ain't going to hurt a thing. This one's a little fatter than this one. But once I get that one unstuck, I'll put the proper handles on both. And then I'll put the little smash tab back here. So let me go get me a little tab and a couple handles. I'll be back. Now how I typically put these Yamaha with the thin deal is I just take a split roll pin like that. Then I take one end of it and I take it over to my bench grinder and I make it a little pointed. And then I can generally tap them in. Oh. Then I take my little die grinder. And I zip off the excess. So that's how I put a roll pin in one of these. She's still a little tight, but I got some grease in there and I got her moving. So I'm gonna let it soak overnight. Then I'll work it back and forth. Now I gotta go out in my bone pile and find me a handle that'll fit that one. I'll be back. Okay, the way I do these little tabs is I just put it over the end part there, then I take a punch like this. First I come in at an angle like this. Since you can't get straight, tap. Then I lift it up at an angle like that. Hopefully you're getting some of this anyway. So I take the tool, I put it at an angle about like that. And what I'm doing is hitting down that way. Get the thing in there. There we go. Then I spin it a little bit. And there it is. That ain't coming off of there. It's going to be hard to get in there angle. But anyway, you flare the end of it. There you go. That's the way it looks. It flares out because of that punch going in at an angle about like that. Bam. Then give it a half turn. Do it again. Bam. And that flares it out and it'll stay there. So that's how I did that. So let me get it back on the stand there. Alright, so what you are looking at there is a pair of transom clamps. Is this perfect? No, but it is an acceptable repair in my opinion. You can now clamp this thing on with 2 transom clamps. They both have the little smash tabs behind them. Little motor runs good. Still got to go out and get a prop for it. It definitely needs some cleaning up. All this dirt right in here and everything, all that'll come off. I'll put some paint on that. Get a propeller for it. But that's how I decided to go at that one instead of removing all that, because the rest of the transom and all is in good shape. It's just that one deal here broke off, so I just drilled the hole, cut it off, drilled the hole, tapped the hole. Acceptable repair, in my humblest of opinions. As per recommendations from our lovely outboard community here, I hope I have improved the lighting in here. I added quite a bit of lighting. Hopefully it shows up in my camera. And so this little Yamaha just needs a propeller, needs a little cleaning. Then it needs to get sold and get to work. You understand? Thanks for watching.
More vids are coming on Inside Outboards.